Good day everyone, welcome back to Yellow Submarine, your dedicated Beatles channel. It's great to meet again. In this video we'll talk about some stupid questions about the Beatles were asked by interviewers. Some questions are so stupid it'll make you think twice. But first, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. An interview asked if they plan on getting haircuts while in town in their first American interview, fresh off the plane in NYC. I had one yesterday, George Harrison, dubbed the Silent Beatles, says with their trademark quick humour. Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr and John Lennon among his associates all corroborate that he is speaking the truth. Their wit and witticisms would subsequently inspire some of the most memorable scenes in their debut feature film, A Hard Day's Night, released later that year. Keep watching this video for more of their hilarious retorts. In the documentary The Beatles, 8 Days a Week, Richard Curtis says, "The Beatles were kind of the dream of how you would be with your pals as you went through life. The group's trademark British humour was used regularly. It was nearly difficult for the Beatles to sit through an interview without giggling. By seeing these renowned pals riff on their inside jokes, viewers got a look into the Beatles' private lives. However, don't expect to discover John Lennon's famous statement that Ringo wasn't the best drummer in the Beatles here, as Beatles writer Mark Lewison says. The Beatles were a bunch of clowns. Aside from their music, the Fab Four was arguably best known for their one-liners. These are just a few of the funniest Beatles moments and snappy retorts. So sit back and enjoy the Beatles' amusing retorts to ridiculous interview questions. 1. The Beatles are un-American. The Beatles poked fun at the United States frequently, whether it was the accent or the culture in general. Lennon made this remark about Americans during a 1963 interview in England before the Beatles' first visit to America. A reporter said, "The Americans think your haircuts are un-American." "Well, that's quite observant of them," Leonard responded, "because we aren't American."
They think your haircuts are un-American.
Well, it was very observant of them because we aren't American, actually.
True, though.
True.
2. Harrison prefers Lennon's wife. Harrison made a provocative remark about one of his bandmates' wives during the same 1964 Texas interview when Starr smoked on his cigarette. When the reporter inquired what kind of girls he preferred, Lennon said, "My wife." When asked the same question, Harrison replied, "John's wife."
What kind of girl do you like? John's wife.
John's wife, Tony.
That's a clown.
Nobody likes a small.
Lennon was married to Cynthia Powell at the time. 3. How did they find America? The Beatles get the perfect setup for a joke during a pretend interview from a scene in A Hard Day's Night, 1964. "How did you find America?" a reporter asked Lennon during the interview. "Turned left in Greenland," Lennon said.
How did you find America?
Turn left to Greenland.
4. They're only in it for the money. During a 1965 interview, the Fab Four were asked what their favourite aspect of their rock star status was, and they all agreed. "You've achieved fame and money," the interviewer added. "What would you want to keep if everything disappeared overnight and you were left with only one thing?" They all stated the same thing: the money. 5. Eric the Beatle. During an interview in the early 1960s, Lennon chastised an American reporter for not doing his homework. "Which one are you?" a reporter inquired of John Lennon. "I'm Eric," Lennon replied. When the reporter told him to speak to the American public, 40 million viewers, Lennon quipped, "Only looks like one man to me. Oh, it's the cameraman."
What are you?
Eric.
Eric?
It's not for me, it's for Paul. I'm doing a
Eric, here is the American public.
I'm John.
You're John.
It's only a joke.
Yes, well, John, here is the American public. 40 million American viewers.
It only looks like one man to me.
Staring you right in the face.
Oh, it's the cameraman.
6. Harrison says yes to success. Harrison had a knack for keeping a straight face when telling jokes. "Has success affected your life?" a reporter questioned Harrison during one of the interviews in A Hard Day's Night. "Yes," Harrison said clearly in response.
Has changed your life?
Yes.
7. Songs about prostitutes and lesbians. The Beatles were not afraid to make jokes about topics that were considered taboo in the 1960s. A reporter asked McCartney and Lennon about two of their new songs during a press conference in Los Angeles in 1966. A Time magazine story suggested that Day Tripper was about a prostitute and Norwegian Wood was about a lesbian, according to the reporter. "We were just trying to compose songs about prostitutes and lesbians," McCartney responded when confronted about the criticism. A reporter then asked Lennon about the inspiration for Eleanor Rigby, and Lennon replied, "Two queers."
A recent article, Time magazine put down pop music, and they referred to Day Tripper as being about a prostitute, and Norwegian Wood as being about a lesbian. Now, I just wanted to know what your intent was when you wrote it and what your feeling is about the Time magazine criticism of the music that is being written today.
We were just trying to write songs about prostitutes and lesbians, that's all.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in part 2.